So what makes a project 2 a good project, you might ask? Well, not a picture like this. I'm not even sure where that came from. So I'm going to get rid of it. So actually, what I thought I'd do is, I'm not going to save that, but I'm going to show you a few examples of past B-movie posters that students did that are really good, or just have some good characteristics worth pointing out. Here's one, the serial killer. What I like about it is that it's very readable. It has a dominant point of interest. And it's an idea. You see the idea. Now, what isn't so great about it, or is just, tough, is that hair. You'll see hair is very difficult to select. And as you work through your own layers and selections and trying to isolate people, what you're going to discover is that hair is ruthless. And a lot of times trying to get a clean selection on hair strands like these is next to impossible. There are ways to do it, but it's very time consuming. So the takeaway, or my advice to you, is if you're going to shoot people with strays, shoot them on a very clean, contrasty background, a background that is definitely the opposite color from their hair, so that you can select it easily, probably using the magic wand, and either invert your selection, delete it, do whatever. Or make sure they don't have any stray hairs, so that you just get a clean selection. Okay, so that's a very handy point of advice. But this one also, we have text here. I think this text was not done in Illustrator, but nonetheless, it's okay. Here's another fairly simple poster, Beats by Dre. Dominant point of interest. We kind of see what's going on. It doesn't necessarily make sense, but, it looks all right. Now this one's pretty dramatic. I love this one. I'm not sure it makes a point either, but you got to admit, it catches your eye. It's neat. The yellow contrast and the emotional face emits that idea of pain. Here we have the spine, and you step on a crack, you break your back. This guy looks like he's laughing, and maybe that person too. I'm not sure if they're laughing or in pain. Yeah, I don't know. But nonetheless, it's very unusual design, very unusual for a B-movie poster for this assignment. And I really, really liked that the student really stepped out and did something different from most. Okay, here's Cracked. Cage Free Productions presents Cracked. Now, this text may well have been done in Illustrator. You can certainly create outlines from your character forms and create drips like that. And it's just kind of a fun idea. You have a picture of an egg, picture of a table, the silhouette of the whisk, so on and so forth. Lost in Joshua Tree. Okay, now this one's, it's kind of a mess, but it's my kind of mess. So you have one picture in the sunglasses repeated. You have the sunglasses, that also is a picture. The flower in each corner, that's a different image. You have the actual desert scape in the background. So this wasn't, boy, you could say a lot of things about what this poster might be or how it might have come to be, and we should probably leave those discussions out of it. But the truth is, it's kind of an engaging thing that perhaps gives you an impression of what a trip to the desert could be for some people. I think I'll end it at that point. Here's Oceans Between Us, kind of our classic love story. This is real clean, simple. I'm not sure a love story counts as a B movie. It kind of depends on your thoughts about love stories, I suppose. But nonetheless, here we have the person cut out the hairs. This student, I think, used a technique to kind of have a glow around her hair. So it settles in okay. And I think the blending modes that I showed in the how-to tutorial, I think the blending modes probably helped to make that hair a clean selection. Same with our guy over here. It's okay. Not bad. Nice, easy text. Here's a poster that I very much enjoy. Mrs. Clean's Filthy Revenge. So you have a picture of the kitchen. You have a picture of the hand. You have a picture of individual cups flying. So a lot of thought went into this. And then we have a shadow behind the text up here. And a lot of cleverness. So again, I think actually on these past assignments, using text in Illustrator wasn't a requirement. So it's not necessarily fancy text. I think you can do all of this in Photoshop. But again, the idea really carries through. It's obvious. And then this one I think is my favorite of the past couple of years, where you have a dominant point of interest. You see one's face. Now you see death back here too. Death takes up more real estate in the frame, but the contrast and the emotion draws your eye to this face first. And as a result, it's simple, yet there's a lot going on here. You also have the shape of the sickle, coming around, and that kind of draws your eye into this guy's face also. So again, these are kind of some good examples of past B-movie posters. Take your time doing them, have a good idea. Remember, shoot a background image that's going to give you at least 3,000 pixels. More is better. And shoot the pictures with the intent of your theme. You really need to have your idea first, and then shoot the pictures to match. Like here at the kitchen, the idea had to be there, because I doubt she was just shooting pictures of cups flying through the air because it's fun. Okay, fair enough. Have fun.